It was at 4 o'clock in the morning, I can tell you, on the 24th of February 2022, that you called me, Volodymyr, to say that the incredible had actually happened and insanity had broken out, and that Russian tanks were surging across the frontier of a sovereign, independent country in Europe. And cruise missiles were exploding all over Ukraine. And in that moment of supreme crisis, you faced a test of leadership that was in its way as severe as Churchill's challenge in 1940. And when one world leader offered you a way out, you replied, "I need ammunition, not a ride." And I think Churchill would have cheered and probably would have wept too, because he was often moved to tears at the sheer courage, the moral, physical courage you showed in those grim weeks. Your defiance, your dignity, your unfailing good humour has moved millions. And as you stand against barbarism, you've become a symbol of the heroism of the Ukrainian people. You've addressed so many parliaments that I've lost count, and you've brought both sides of the House of Commons to their feet, something that Churchill would surely have envied. And I can imagine his spirit walking with you, silently urging you on, encouraging you through every ordeal, jabbing the way ahead with his walking stick, and perhaps marveling at your own superb contempt for danger, something that I think he himself understood. And like Churchill, you've understood that you're not yourself the lion. The Ukrainian people, of course, are the lion. But you have been called upon to give the roar of freedom against tyranny, of good against evil, of light against darkness. And you have delivered that roar magnificently. That's why it has been such a huge stroke of good fortune that you should have been in office at this time of crisis for Ukraine and the world. And inspired by your leadership, I know not just that Ukraine can win, but that Ukraine will win. And when that day comes, as it will, Ukraine will rise and take its place as a free, sovereign, and independent nation. Thank you, Volodymyr, for everything that you have done. Slava Ukraini, and Slava Ukraini, and our physical separation notwithstanding, it gives me great pleasure, Volodymyr, to present you with this award, if you can see it, which I hope you can. There you go. Here he is. Vladimir, you're going to take it on behalf of Volodymyr. Mr. Ambassador, you're a great man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is my extreme honor to receive this award for the leadership. And I think it is very proper to remember the words of Winston Churchill that he said in May 1945 after the end.
This is not victory of a party or of any class. It's a victory of the great British nation as a whole.
Ukraine was not left alone after the February 24th. We had those who were helping us, who remembered in the darkest times what is honor, and who had no thought of quitting the struggle. And I'm talking about you, Boris. This award is yours as well. And this is the manifestation of our joint leadership of Ukrainians, Britons, and all those who will not give their freedom away to any tyrants, no matter what weapon they would use against us. The price of freedom is extremely high, but the victory is worthwhile to pursue this path, and this will become our joint history as prominent as it was during Churchill times, and will be quoted just like he was quoted. I would like to thank you. Thank you for this award, for the award to the people of Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine.